Hi. I can't say hi too loud because my dog starts to bark and go bananas, but hi everybody. For those of you that are new here, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Andrea, and I am an avid, obsessive knitter. I'm an artist, and I live in Los Angeles, which poses its own, interesting challenges for being such a kind of obsessive knitter. So, great to meet you. If you're new here, sorry, hold on, my dog. What are you doing? This is my dog, Howl, aptly named because he's a barker. And my dog Juno is on the floor in a bed, being good. Anyway, can we just, you guys, you can't be in a bad mood and wear the sweater. It's impossible. Okay, I'll be proper about this. This is the Instant Crush, and I have been talking about this for a few episodes. I'm gonna stand up just so you can all just kind of look at the fit, which is really kind of drapey. I didn't follow the pattern completely to size. For example, like the pattern or all the samples, the sample that Johi Locatelli, the designer, her sample was very like fitted to the body, which looks, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna make an adjustment, which looks gorgeous, amazing, gorgeous. I am in a completely, I'm sorry, I keep fussing with my hair, it's wet. I'm in a completely different space. I want like this. Okay, look at the perfect sleeve length. It's exactly what I wanted. And look at these colors, which I almost feel like unbelievably were brighter before I blocked it, but they're still really bright. And this is giving me like ski chalet vibes. And I think I might take it skiing. I'm going skiing, so excited, over the winter holiday. Anyway, I just am deeply in love with it. There's probably, so here's my body, so there's a good amount of ease. I elongated the cuff. I did not change needles when doing the cuff. I just wanted everything to just like flow. I didn't change the needles on the hem. And I am totally in love, and I'm really happy because this was mostly a stash busting project until I ran out of yarn, and then I had to, supplement. I had to buy some stuff. Like I ran out of the In a Jam from Farmer's Daughter Fibers, which is in their Odang. So I had to buy a new, but I don't think you can really tell. Although the second skein is a lot more orange than the peach, but I don't think you can tell. Anyway, oh God, I am so in love with the sweater. It's silly. Anyway, everyone in my family is very pleased that it's done because, I've been, toting it around in all the different rooms and car and all the things. So, it's such a wonderful pattern. It goes pretty fast. I cast on in September, and then I sort of left it when I ran out of, I think I had done the body and part of a sleeve, and I ran out of the In a Jam. So I sort of like put that aside for a while, and it wasn't until I got back from Rhinebeck that I really needed to work on this sweater, as many of you know. Just had a rough patch there, and these colors, I think especially this blue is a total like my dad color. His eyes were piercing blue, and yeah, I don't think he would like this sweater very much, but he would be impressed, I think, that I made it. Anyway, I just can't recommend this pattern enough because of its joy, because there's so much freedom in like figuring out what you want to use, how you want to pair colors, and you know, it's just a lot of fun. Not to mention that all of these yarns, look at, they're like so soft, so drapey. Again, I used Felix. I was wrong last time, it's not Helix. The Felix base from La Bienne in Blue Royale, held together with Qing fibers, silk mohair in Hero. The beautiful peachy pop is from Farmer's Daughter Fibers. The colorway is called In a Jam. The blue, okay, the blue, the pale blue, which I am pretty stoked. Like, I kind of think I want maybe something knit out of just this blue. This blue is so pretty. Anyway, this blue is from Wandering Flock in their silk mohair, and it's called Dusty Blue. And then the lavender is from Moondrake, and in their Fuwa base, which, holy smokes, is so soft and so fun to work with. And it's also like Dusty Godmother, which, yeah, you know. Anyway, wonderful pattern, really brought me joy when I needed it so much. And just to continue with that vibe of joy, because I really have needed knitting more than ever this year. I've really become sort of like obsessive about knitting, and I'm, you know, always knitting, and I find it just like super helpful. It helps me be at home. It helps me listen when I'm, you know, in a conversation. It's just like, there's something about the hand-brain connection that really like turns me on, lights me up. And I know I had talked about maybe like not working on any other projects. I think that's the garbage truck. Hold on, I'm gonna stop. Okay, I think they're gone. That took forever. Anyway, back. Sorry, garbage truck interruption. I'm gonna see if he'll sit with me on my lap. Look at him. Look at how silly he is. I know, he's really cute. I know he's cute. He is cute. He's cute, and he's a snuggle bug. Honestly, he loves nothing more than to just, you know, be cozy. And the rest of the time, he's pretty much barking at any little sound he hears. So he gets a bad rap, but honestly, he's a sweetie. He's sweet. Okay, shall we move on? I don't know if he wants to be here. Anyway, so joy. Let's talk about knitting finding joy in one's knitting. I think I was saying before that I may have mentioned in my last podcast that I was really going to focus on this, on my pressed flower shawl, that I really wanted to like, oh, and I have a test knit that I was just going to sort of focus on those guys and just knit to completion before the end of the year. And that is still what I hope to do. Do you want to come up? Come. That's still my hopes and my dreams. And I'm not sure I'll make it, but I got completely detoured by this absolutely stunning project, which I know I said was gonna be my reward for finishing something. So I made it my reward for finishing the Instant Crush. But I sort of cast on before I actually finished the Instant Crush, so there was that. All right. This pattern is called Jenna Donna, I believe. No, wait. Yes, Jenna Donna. And it is a beautiful cable pullover designed by Joanna Aimee. And I was seeing all of these incredible test knitters posting on their Instagrams. And, you know, I respect the cable. Like, cabling is beautiful. And I have done cables for, I think just like big scarves before. But the idea of wearing cables to me hasn't, resonated that much until I saw this pattern. And I say that because I really feel like these cables are so artfully designed. The samples were knit in Nutiden, which I have just received this beautiful shipment of Nutiden, and this colorway, I bought this colorway, 300 grams of this colorway, which is Byttan, and I could not wait, so I cast it on, and I cast it on Thanksgiving night. I hope everybody had a nice holiday, by the way. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I made an amazing turkey, I will say. I kind of, hit it out of the park. But this is not a cooking show. Anyway, I hope you all it was restful, it was connective, nurturing, nourishing, all those things. So I cast on with a full belly on Thanksgiving, and literally I could not put it down. I could not put it down, and I'm going to show you what I have so far. I think, if you can, I don't know, can you see? If you can see the way the cables are designed, they're sort of asymmetrical. So they have smaller cables on one coil and larger cables on another, and then there's this like beautiful centerpiece that is just, and then there's this arm, the cable goes down the shoulder here, and then I've picked up for sleeves because I only have 300 grams of this wool. And this is Nutiden, for those of you who may not know, is a beautiful, beautiful Swedish wool purveyor, and their company is called Aimee. And I always say it wrong, but I'm gonna post it at the bottom. And another trash truck. What is going on? It's garbage day. Okay, I'm just gonna talk through this because I hope it's gonna be quick. Anyway, this pattern, oh my lordy, this was bad timing. Anyway, back to this stunning cabled pullover. So I used the recommended needle size, which I believe is, I think it's a US 8 for the cast on collar and ribbing, And then US 10 for the cables, or 10 and a half, sorry. Possibly 10 for the cast on, I don't know. I can't recall, that's a bummer. But anyway, and then I was really worried about running out of yarn for the size I was doing. Actually, I picked the size based on the yardage. So I think I picked the second size, maybe a small. So I whipped through the yoke, and I'm telling you, you guys, this is just, first of all, can we just discuss US 10 needles? Okay, that's brilliant. That makes a sweater in like a couple days. Anyway, so I did the yoke, I did one sleeve, and then I just decided, because I don't have a ton left. I have like, I think I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm basically just gonna knit. This is what I have left. I didn't weigh it, but this is gonna carry me through the rest of the body. And I think it's gonna be okay. Like the measurement for the underarm to the ribbing, I believe, is 8.5 inches. And I think I'm about at 5 maybe. So I haven't tried it on yet, but I did block it because I don't know why I blocked it. I blocked the yoke and the sleeve, I guess just to see how this yarn will behave. And this is Nutiden held double. So I have wound up all my balls. And I will say that I have knit with Nutiden double before, and it created a really, really bulky garment. But this particular plate, these plates, whatever the blend of wool that they used at that time, is actually very, very kind of soft and spongy and fragile. And it has been breaking on me a little bit, but in this case, knitting with double, it's just light as a cloud. And I don't have that thick, bulky feeling. The fabric that's being made feels really light and definitely going to be wearable here. And it is winter time in Los Angeles. It is so cold in the morning. All of a sudden, it's like below 50. So, bring out the sweaters. So this is the Jenna Donna pullover, and I just cannot recommend this enough. It is so satisfying. Cables are very satisfying. Maybe that's something I didn't know. And it's just so cool what they create. And I'm not this person that, cables without a needle, because I like the needle. I don't know, I'm not in that much of a hurry that I want a cable without one. I think it makes for a really consistent cable, so I'm totally down with the cable needles. Anyway, people, you should knit this. And I'm sure it would be gorgeous in other yarns. If you don't have Nutiden, there's certainly other unspun yarns. There's the Wool Dreamers, Manchalopi, that is gorgeous. Also probably would be incredible held double. So that, oh my God, that was my, diversion off the path of focus. So it's a good diversion, right? And now I'm just on the body, so I'm just sort of chilling out and doing it whenever. So what else? I guess I want to show, well, no, I'll talk about that in a second. So I haven't made a ton of progress on my pressed flower shawl, but I am starting the border, which is like maybe a little hard to see, but there's definitely more flowers on the border. They're really clustered up close together. They're really beautiful. So, you know, the end is near. I see it. It's coming. It's coming down the pipeline. And I cannot wait to block this. It's really squishy and yum as it is right now, but I just can't wait to see what happens, because it also has like, it's really stretchy. This is made with, the main color is Moondrake, Corriedale, DK. And I always try and show this. I think it's really tricky to do so. Anyway, it's called it's called Shhhhh. And it is just like the palest whisper of lavender. So pretty. And then I'm holding it with Radical Shift, which is just really so apt. And this is my second skein. I just started on my second skein. And it's pretty different. So I'm excited to see how that works. I had a lot of like neon going on. And this one, it definitely has some neon going on, but it's a little more, it's like a more muted neon. I don't know, is this showing? Like, yeah, more muted neon. Anyway, super gorgeous, love it. This is only my second time working with Spincycle, and yes, I understand why it's, you know, it's just so heavenly. They have a new color that dropped that is already sold out, by the way. I think it's called Bad Egg, and it's this like insane neon yellow, possibly with some gray and black, but tiny bit. Mostly it's just like this crazy neon that is so gorgeous. Maybe a little white, but it's gone. It sold out. It must, I don't know, I got my email. I didn't read my email yesterday, but I saw it this morning and I went online and it gone. So, but that's something to look forward to. What else? Oh, so I'm still working on, I haven't talked about this because, and I feel really bad about this, but I'm working on a pullover for my wonderful, handsome husband, who is very knitworthy, and I've knit, I think 3 pairs of socks for him, and he really wanted a sweater, and so, I don't know, just come over here, come back here. No, okay. Hi, if you come over here, you can get on the bed. Come, get down. Sorry, come around. Come around, come here. There you go. Okay, lie down. Okay, so I am knitting for him the 1031 sweater by Ozetta, and this is the pattern. This is what it looks like. It's just a really nice oversized unisex pattern that I thought would be nice to knit, and I'm using this incredible yarn, which I believe I've shown on here before, but not for a while. So this yarn is Noro, and it's their, it's called Hanui, and it's pure wool. I think it's from New Zealand, and it is just so gorgeous. I think it's just a single spun. It doesn't look, well, possibly it's plied, very loosely plied. Anyway, it's so soft and it's so, oh my God, it's just the coziest. I mean, look at this ball that it comes in. You could just like, you know, and it has all these like sweet bits, little bits. It's very like natural. There's no dye. It's so pretty. So I've made some progress. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. And I loved the construction of this sweater. I have never worked a sweater like this. I just can't tell if yeah, this is the right side. Okay. I've never worked a sweater like this. It's big. It probably doesn't fit in the picture, but what I love is that you start in the back. Maybe, is this contiguous shaping? This must be contiguous shaping. You start in the back and then you pick up stitches for the shoulder, and it creates this, let me see if I can show it without my face. It creates this really beautiful seam. And that creates the shoulders, and then you sort of are casting on, wait, it's turned around. You're casting on stitches for the front, and then you kind of joins together. These are gonna be picked up. Look at these giant, you know, anyway, they're gonna be picked up for sleeves, but I've made a lot of progress on this. And again, this is just one of those like, sleepyhead projects. Not that it doesn't give me joy, it does. And you know what else gives me joy? The stitch marker, which I think is by this incredible woman that makes these on Etsy. And I believe her shop is called Simply Serving. And this is what I call a bird in the nest egg. And I make them all the time. And I grew up eating them. Okay, that is another whip. And this is actually, you know, I feel like because we're gonna have break so soon, in a couple weeks, we have a big winter break. The kids are out of school for 3 weeks. These are probably like projects I'm gonna want to kind of hole up with, because they are really warm and cozy, and I think I'm gonna make progress on that. But it's taken time. Like, I think I tried to make this for his last birthday, not this most recent past September, but the one before. Anyway, it's really hard because they're big sweaters, and he's not really into like decorative stuff. Okay, so the other work in progress that I have that I'm just going to show mostly because of the yarn. I cast on a hat. I use the Purl Soho's classic ribbed beanie, and it's an easy pattern to cast on, and it just makes a great hat. And there's many kind of sizes and adjustments one can make on it. So I just want to kind of hold it up with the yarn, and I don't know if the yarn really is showing, but the yarn is actually so gorgeous. And that's really why I want to talk about it, because it's from The Farmer's Daughter. I had, not last year, maybe last year or the year before. No, this is a January colorway. So I subscribed. They have a really cool monthly subscription called Indigenous Collective, and I was subscribing for a period of time, and this was the January skein. And honestly, this color, like, maybe here you can see what it looks like. This is like the deepest like gray green color. Maybe you can see it next to my, and you know, I love gray, but I can't wear a lot of gray because of my hair. So I have to be really like choosy when thinking about a hat. And yes, this is gonna be for me. And I just think this yarn is spectacular. This is the Farmer's Daughter Fibers. It is their Merino DK base, which I want to knit a sweater in this. This is so stunning. I don't even know if you need to block it, but I will because I'm curious about how it comes out. But it's just plump and squish and so soft. So this colorway is called Crosscurrent, and I'm totally obsessed with this color. Like, I wish I had all these clothes in this color. It's so beautiful. So I think those are all my whips. That's actually completely a lie. Those are not all my whips. Those are all my whips. Like active whips that I'm gonna share here. I was cleaning out my closets and I found like at least 5 or 6 unfinished whips. I don't know what that means. I mean, obviously they're not, you know, they weren't top of mind. And I just want to show a couple because what I think is one of the, I have a shawl, okay? Speaking of gifts that one intended to give long ago. My mother is also a Virgo, and she and my husband, their birthdays are within days of each other, and they are thick as thieves. I really wanted to knit my mom a shawl for her 80th birthday, and we just celebrated, is it 82? Anyway, so you can see where I'm going with this. And it's not that of course I want to make this shawl for her. Of course I want to mark this amazing just life moment of being 80 years old, but also being, I mean, she is completely in life. She is so filled with vitality. She's absolutely beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. And she's just out there like living hard, okay? It's so awesome. It's such something that I aspire to do. Anyway, this is the shawl, and the shawl is the Mare, I believe it's called Mare, just Mare, which I know means ocean in few languages. Mare shawl by Natasha Hornsby. Moonstruck knits. I think it's Hornby, not Hornsby. That's like a music person. Anyway, this is how far that I've come with the shawl. And I mean, it's a lot of knitting. There's like a ton of knitting that has been done on the shawl. And it's, I should just finish it. I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you, but this is definitely an example of a beautiful pattern. And I made the absolute wrong yarn choice for it. This pattern, I believe, recommends like a pretty nice sticky woolly wool. And my mom doesn't like things like that. She's super sensitive, and I wanted to use something actually from her sister's stash. Her sister passed away in 2018, and as many of you know, as I've talked in the past, my cousins have literally filled my home with some of her beautiful stash. So these are two yarns that I chose, mostly because like their color is amazing. This has a lot of brown in the gray. I don't know if you can see. And this is just like a beautiful bronze caramel color. These are both by Posh Yarns, and I've talked about Posh Yarns on here a lot. These, I think, are both in Natasha sock. I'm gonna just show you this is kind of an old label. This is a really luxurious yarn. This is 50% mulberry silk and 50% camel. Like, what? It's a sock weight, and I mean, it is absolutely stunning. This one has like a really sweet halo. I'm not sure if that's coming through. And this has like all these incredible like bronze tones. It's hard with the light to see it. Maybe right there, can you see? Yeah. Okay, I mean, I think I just made up my own mind that I'm gonna finish it, but it's not the right yarn. This is a mosaic colorwork pattern. The fabric is really so drapey, like almost too drapey. Like, this shawl's not gonna have much structure, and it's a gorgeous pattern. Like, I wanted to knit one for myself. I think I've come too far to take this out. Also, she'll probably love it. But it's that thing of like, you know, this is a huge learning project for me, because it's not the right yarn. It's actually not the right yarn. So a lot of the design details, the mosaic color work, I don't think is appreciated as much with these silky yarns that don't really connect, adhere to each other, or blend with each other. Now, maybe in the blocking process it'll look totally different, but I'm actually concerned that it's gonna be even more open, and yeah. So that didn't work. That did not work. But that was in my closet, which is kind of a bummer. I found two whips that I literally haven't worked on in years. Shoved at the bottom of my closet. Oh, these bags, by the way, these bags that I have are also from my aunt. They, look how pretty. Each of them has this beautiful little like jeweled zipper. I don't think this woman makes bags anymore. And I really treasure, I have several. They're amazing bags, actually. They're really, truly amazing bags. And I don't know, her name is not even in here. Okay, but this is what I found. And it's almost done, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure I could figure out where I am. It's a lace shawl. You all who've been here know that my really hardcore knitting in my late 20s was all about shawl knitting with my mom and my aunt. And this is called Waves in the Square shawl. And the designer is Sivia Harding, not Sylvia, Sivia. Isn't that pretty? But what's super cool, and I know this is why I did this, look at the shape that it makes actually. Look at the shape. So it's, so basically maybe more like this. I don't know, you get the drift. But it is designed to lay and like, you know, fold over, and it's not gonna fall. So, okay, it's so pretty. I'm like beyond, just beyond. I can't believe I have this thing. And it's kind of in a funny, it's kind of like curling because you do these different sides, but I'm just gonna hold this up. I mean, this is so gorgeous. And it is, oh my God, the yarn, like the color with this like purpley eggplant brownish purple. But the yarn is also from I'm pretty sure my aunt gifted me this yarn. She was still living. It is Shalimar yarns. I have to close the door. Note to self, Thursday mornings suck for filming. Apologies for all the stops and starts. Okay, as I was saying, the yarn for that beautiful shawl is from Shalimar Yarns. This was definitely a gifted skein. Maybe the base is called Breathless, and I don't know actually what, I guess the colorway is Bing. This is 75% superwash merino and 15% cashmere, 10% silk. Oh my God. It's so soft. It's so, so gorgeous. Here's the skein I have left. Oh my God. I think even now, I think I was like coloring my hair when I was working on this. And I actually think it looks better now than when I had my dark hair. So, I'm gonna bring it up close. It's so pretty. You can see, I don't know if that's just the light or this, yeah, it's probably the light. No, let's try not to have stitches come off the needles. Anyway, I want to finish this. Like, I want to do this, I think maybe over winter break as well, because it's just so pretty and the yarn is so soft, and I would wear the heck out of that shawl. I am loving making shawls, loving. And you know, from last time, I am just counting the days until I cast on my Pierre shawl by Stephen West. I showed the yarn I'm going to use, which is cool. Okay, this is another languishing whip that I found in my closet that definitely deserves to be finished. This is, I'm not going to show you the photo because it's a terrible photo. Well, maybe I will. It's a printer version photo. This is called the Wheaten. There are multiple sizes. It's a pattern by Knit Spot, aka Ann Hansen, favorite. The Wheaten shawl you can make in a scarf, in a wrap, a baby blanket, a small throw, a large throw, in both fingering and worsted weights. So this is all obviously charted, and I love charted patterns because I just find them so much. I don't know who can make lace or cables without a chart. So Wheaten, this was one of my, oh my God, it is so pretty. I haven't gotten very far, but also the yarn. I mean, Jesus, this was when I was obsessed with Madeline Tosh, and I actually had a local yarn shop, which I literally don't have I don't have one. I don't have one anymore. Anyway, this is Madeline Tosh. What is this colorway? I know it's called Kitten. Oh, no, it isn't. It's called Whiskers, but I've been calling it Kitten. It is pashmina worsted, which I don't even, yeah. 75% merino, 15% silk, and 10% cashmere. It's a worsted weight. Do they even make pashmina worsted? Maybe they do, but let me tell you, it is scrumptious. And this is how far I got. So obviously, I don't even know what size I'm making. Maybe the wrap. It looks a little bigger than the shawl. But this is a genius pattern. Like, I actually have seen Wheaten on the Brooklyn Tweed website. This is part cable, part lace. I think the design is absolutely beautiful. And this yarn is delicious. Okay, I think I cast this on. I don't even want to say. I don't want to say. When I had a local yarn shop, that must have been more than 5 years ago. This is such a cute bag too. I think my aunt gifted me this bag. Once again, oh no. Oh, it's Lantern Moon. Oh, I didn't know they made bags. Okay, well, Lantern Moon. This is a completely amazing, like, sweater quantity kind of bag. It has, look at me, ties on the exterior. Like, these are all pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. It's really nice. It also has handles. This is really pretty. This was gifted to me. I was gifted so many things by my aunt, who was a consumer of wool. And I may have inherited that trait. So those are the whips I found in my closet. Oh, there is actually one more. I don't know if I should show it. No, it's too far away. I'll show it another time. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely would love to finish those. That's the thing. So I need to figure out a way to, like, get excited again and work them into my calendar of knitting. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show that's like knitting, I think it's in here, yes, is the test knit that I'm working on, and it's called the Core, K-O-R-E, top sweater. Not sure actually what it's called, if it has a name. And it is designed by a wonderful Portuguese-Japanese designer. I only know her first name by heart, by memory, and it's, oh, here it is. Her name is Maisa Tomikawa, and she is on Instagram at m_moos, M-O-O-S. She is a wonderful designer, and I think she has so much artistry in her designs. So when she put up a test call for this piece, I had seen on her, and you can certainly see her versions on Instagram, and they're really fun and wonderful. And I've never done a test knit before, so it was kind of perfect because I didn't want to be like, I wanted to be a finisher. That sounds funny. So the yarn that she knit the sample in and requested that mine be knit on is linen quill, and I have linen quill in my stash. This is called Kettle, right? Yeah, this is called Kettle Black, and it is really like, it is black. It's a black yarn, but it also has these like hair, like wonderful bits of like pale gray, and it's a wonderful yarn. And I'm sure most people know what linen quill is, the yarn base, because it's a very popular base. So I've gotten pretty far. I finished the front. So the idea, this is, whoa, where's the other? Shit. Okay, no, it's okay. Okay, so this is the front. I'm trying to just see it. Basically, it's gonna go over my body like so. Oh God. And then what is really difficult to see here are these beautiful ridges that the pattern creates. There, you can sort of see them now. And these ridges, why? There they are. So these ridges create a really amazing opportunity. It's an oversized garment, and once you finish knitting the piece, which is like front, back, all in one piece, then you get to pick 2 colors. At least she picked 2 colors. I'm gonna pick 2 colors. And you can pick up all these stitches in these columns. There are 2 here, 2 here, and crochet in or knit in these incredible mohair ruffles. One side, I believe, is like all luscious ruffles. Another side is just like embroidered lines. It's just beyond cool. And I really wanted to make it, and I'm so happy that I'm testing it. But I really hope it doesn't come off all the needles. Anyway, I'm kind of, well, the big motivation for me now is just because I'm so excited to do the ruffles. And of course I have no idea what colors I'm gonna choose, but I did bring some possibilities. Curious what you all think. So I'm gonna swatch with, this might be too heavy, this Big Birdie. I have never worked with Big Birdie before, but part of me was like thinking, that could be cool. 2 ruffles, or maybe, I have some choices. I have this like really pretty sort of pale pink, and I have this mint for like a really spring type look, which I don't know. I could also, of course, use this coffee color, cafe color with this white is not really white. It's like the palest pink. That actually looks kind of pretty together. Anyway, I get to do all this stuff. This is actually incredible yarn that I believe is discontinued, that I did buy for another purpose, and I still have this whip on the needles. It's actually a Stephen West shawl, rainy day shawl. It's cool. I'm gonna finish it. This is Rowan Cashmere Haze, and I believe they don't make this anymore, which is really sad because it is gorgeous. But maybe like eBay or Etsy. I think that's where I got this, on Etsy. Oh, I also have this like kind of golden color that might be pretty. It's like a golden. This is the Drops Kid Silk. I've never worked with that before. Anyway, I also wanted to share my, okay, so that's all the things I have going on needles. I want to share the other color that I received from my Nutiden purchase, because there's something funny going on. It's not funny, but maybe this happens to you. I don't know. But basically, I have made a few purchases lately, and I realized that they're basically all the same colors. So I clearly have something on the brain. So with my beautiful Byttan, oh, there it goes. Byttan. I don't know. Plates from Nutiden. I also got 300 grams of this color, which I thought was just so gorgeous. Fraud. I don't know. I'm just gonna show you the back. It is like a deep boysenberry color. Oh my God, it is so pretty. Like, it's silly. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it, but I just thought it was so insanely gorgeous, because it is insanely gorgeous. But so there's my, like, I'm having a very like turquoise, boysenberry, blackberry. So I bought those, okay? Prior to that, actually prior to Rhinebeck, I had ordered a sweaters quantity because I really thought it would be fun to make the sheep camp sweater. I saw a lot of sheep camp sweaters at Rhinebeck, and I was kind of sad that I didn't make one, but whatever. I was in a raincoat most of the time. These are my colors. What am I doing? It's basically the exact same two colors. Okay, this yarn is from Purl Soho. It's called Good Wool. It's so soft in the hand. And yeah, I'm really excited to work with it. It definitely feels like a good color work yarn. But again, like, it's the same color as the two plates that I ordered. And this is not like, it's not top of mind, like, ooh, I just want to have this vibe going on all the time. No, it's just like, when I'm trying to conceive of colors, you know, that's what I did. And then lastly, I bought recently, and they just arrived 2 weeks ago, I think. I've heard so much about this yarn purveyor. Jill Draper Makes Stuff. That's her. And this is her really sweet label. So this is one of the colors that I got, and I think it's called Marabou Slippers. This is a worsted weight that the base is called Wyndham. And it says hand dyed with love, and you can really see that because the colors are so gorgeous. So I got this one. Oh, hi. Hello. There's definitely a color theme going on in my brain. I would say these are like those colors, but like pumped up. Look how gorgeous. Oh my God. So I got these skeins. Oh, and I also got this really pretty chocolatey color. I mean, these colors are gorgeous. There is a lot of variation going on. This is called Dark Roast. Perfectly named, Dark Roast. This is called, oh my God, Cherry Jam. I'm hungry. Cherry Jam, so good. And this is called Phthalo, which is the pigment phthalo blue, which every painter will know. So definitely have a theme going. These guys are bought actually for gifts. I want to make some hats, and this yarn is so incredibly soft. Again, it's the Wyndham base. Jill Draper makes stuff. 100% American grown and spun merino. And actually, this might be a really nice color work. I'm sure I'm the last to know, but this feels like it would be a wonderful yarn to do color work with. And she has other bases as well. Okay, so there's all my blue and boysenberry vibe that's happening. And I think that's kind of it. Oh, there's one more thing, and this is really like, I'm putting it out there to you all who may know. I want to knit so badly with this. I bought this yarn at Rhinebeck from Ann Hansen, Bare Naked Wools. It is so incredible. It's called Better Breakfast. It's a fingering weight yarn. It is 55% merino, 35% de-haired alpaca, 10% nylon. I mean, it is just this such a beautiful color. This is a natural wool, and I want to use it. Like, I'm kind of dying to use it, but I don't. There aren't a lot of fingering weight sweater patterns that I'm really drawn to. And I don't really want to pair this with a mohair or a lace weight, because I just want it for itself. So I've had this sweater. Everybody, I'm sure, knows this sweater. It's not new. In fact, I think it's pretty old. It's called Sunset Highway, and it is Boyland Knitworks. And it's just one of these really, really pretty color work sweaters. It has some color work detail right at the elbow, which I think looks cool. And this is a fingering weight yarn. So this is my question to people who would know. So I'm thinking, this is my base color. And then for the color work, I would like to use this one, this beautiful Farmer's Daughter Fibre sock, which actually was a summer, I think this was the last one I got. It's a summer yarn club. It was the summer, and it's so pretty. It's like cream, and it's got all these like yummy pale greens, and the colorway is called Rocky Mountain Pearls. No, the color is Yucca. Rocky Mountain Pearls is the base sock squad. Okay, so these three, this has a lot of green in it. And then I also really, like, it needed a darker color, so I was thinking of these together. this is my question. I love these colors together. My question is this yarn. I'm pretty sure this is the same yarn in my mom's shawl. This is the camel, yeah, mulberry silk camel. And these are all wool. I think this is also maybe, this is Ulan sock. Freaking incredible color. But this is wool. Is this gonna work? Can I have one of my color work guys be in a silk camel base? Or is it just gonna like flop out? Or is like those sections just gonna like poop out? If you know the answer to this question, please give me your advice. I'm not casting on anytime soon. This is for next year. I was really stoked to be able to find some stuff in my stash, and my stash is ridiculous. So yeah, I really need to find ways to use more of it. Anyway, will that work? Will that stick to the other wool? Will it? I just don't know. These are things I really don't know. Look how pretty that looks. I'm kind of into it. Anyway. Okay. That is my story for today. Oh, look, he's sleeping. I don't know if you can see. Oh my God, they're both sleeping. They're both here with me. Oh my God. Y'all, I am super grateful to have the space where I can share what I'm doing, so I can ask questions, that I know you all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about colorway and texture and how things feel and all the things fiber related. That's really special. And I love your comments, like, so much. I appreciate them deeply. And I was thinking also in the new year of what is this community big enough to do a project together? I'd love to. I would absolutely love to do a project together. I guess a knit along, that's what it's called. So let me know if that's something that you would participate in. I am thinking definitely a shawl. I know there's a million shawl knit-alongs, but I have my eye on some shawls, and I think it would be incredible and very motivating to do it in community. So just toying with that idea for the beginning of next year. Anyway, my love to you all. I thank you for giving me so much softness and grace. My recent episodes, I think, have been very on the low side. But I appreciate being able to be myself here, which is really the only reason to be here at all. Please subscribe, please like this video, as I would love to reach and widen this community even more. And y'all need to make one of these sweaters, okay? All right, take good care, good care.